Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm VaultFox, and today I'm going to show you how I made two DC-17 blasters from the Clone Wars out of foam. The whole catalyst for me doing this build was finding a YouTuber named Andrew DFT. I'll link him down below. He has a ton of tutorials and free templates for a wide variety of different guns from not just the Star Wars universe, but many other universes as well. And I decided to go with his template for the DC-17s that are a little bit more animated. As you can see here, I just went ahead and cut out that template. I cut out the main body part first, as well as the grip, as well as cutting out some of the negative spots on the top that we'll be using later. I'm first taking the template for the grip and tracing it onto some 10mm foam. What I'm going to do is trace this on one side and then flip it over to get the template on the other side, as you can see here, and I'm going to glue these two together to get the thickness that I want. And then take these two templates and cut them out with my box cutter. I would suggest either getting a new blade or sharpening your blade. Mine was pretty dull and I don't trust myself to change my own blade, so I just kind of went with it. But yeah, I went and cut out both of those, and here they are together. As you can see, they fit kind of nice in my hand. Once those two pieces are cut out, I'm taking some super glue, spreading it around with a popsicle stick, and then just gluing those two together. You can use any type of glue here. I've seen people use hot glue, I've seen people use contact cement, and to be honest, if I had contact cement, I would have been using that here, but the super glue worked out fine. After that's all glued up, it's onto the main body of the gun, and here I'm taking that main body and tracing it onto some 10mm foam 3 times. 2 of those templates should be flipped on the right side of the template, and then flip it over once to get all 3 pieces. Once all those templates are traced, I'm going in and cutting everything out and super gluing them together like I did with the grip. You can kind of see as I zoom in here that all 3 layers aren't exactly the same, and that's totally fine because I'm going to go back in with my box cutter and cut all the angles so that everything is flush. And I'm also going to be going out to my belt sander and sanding all the angles down, so don't worry too much if your layers don't all match up. Now that we've got the base of the gun ready, I'm going in and adding in some of those details. Right here, I'm taking some 6mm foam from SKS Props and tracing the outline of that long line on the bottom. Don't forget to flip this over and trace it for the other side of your gun as well. And while I'm here tracing out that stuff on 6mm foam, I also go in and trace in that trapezoid looking thing at the front. I then go ahead and cut out that long strip as well as our little trapezoid things, and I use the template we were using earlier as a negative template to show me where I need to glue these down onto on the foam. Next up, we've got that other little trapezoid looking thing, and this time I'm using 3mm foam. I don't remember where this is from. I think maybe it was from Michael's, but you can use any thin foam that you like for this. And again, I'm just going in, tracing out that shape, and then I'm cutting it out, using my template as a negative template to show me where to glue it, and gluing it down as well. Now that I've got the majority of the details on the gun, I went outside and took the top and the grip of my gun to my belt sander and just kind of sanded down all of the edges. Since I was just doing this as a one-day kind of project, I really wasn't too concerned about getting these seams as flush as I could. If I really wanted to fill these in, I would probably go in with some DAP quick fill, but for a one-day build, it was good enough for me. And as you can see here, I also beveled down the edges of the grip. Next up is just gluing the grip to the body of the gun, and that's pretty simple. Again, I'm just using some super glue, sticking it into the spot and hitting it with some of that super glue accelerant, and it's good to go. For this next part, I actually didn't use the template. I went ahead and took some 6mm foam and basically just cut a long strip. And what I'm doing here is I'm putting some of that super glue again on the bottom of the gun and laying that 6mm foam down right there. I'm not putting it on the front of the gun because what I'm going to do is glue this down, wrap it around the front, see where I need it to end, and then cut it off before gluing it down. Now for the barrel. I just so happen to have this empty cardboard tube. I believe it was from some kind of tinfoil, and I'm going ahead just cutting that down to size and super gluing that to the front. If you don't have a cardboard tube like this, you could always use PVC pipe, you could use the cap to a spray bottle. I really advise you to kind of look around your house and see if you have something that would fit the need instead of going out and buying it first. You'd be surprised at the crap you have laying around that could be used for cosplay. And right here I'm just taking a piece of 5mm foam that I cut out and gluing that to the top. Now onto the trigger guard. For that piece, I actually cut out a 10mm piece of foam, cut that in half so it was technically 5mm, and then took it out to my garage and dremelled the edges down so it looked a little bit more cohesive. And now I'm just super gluing each of the parts to the bottom of the gun as well as to the grip. For this thing on the back of the gun, I decided to get a little creative. I have a couple of extra super glue caps and I decided to cut the tip off of them and use that as the part that was conjoining that to the little circular bit. After that was glued on, the gun's pretty much ready to be heat sealed, so what I'm doing is taking my heat gun and just going over all of the foam so that it seals in the pores and it'll take the plasti dip a little bit better. And here it is, all sealed and ready to get primed. Now one thing I did forget to film is that those little indentations on the front, I did those with a soldering iron bit. Next, I just took both of my blasters out to my garage and took some plasti dip and sprayed them both down. I think I let these guys dry for about 4 hours before I went on to the painting step. And here is my unique little way of letting my things dry in my garage. I hang them up on our ladder hanger. The paint job on these is pretty simple, it's almost practically non-existent. So you can choose to either base coat your guns in black or just go with the plasti dip like I did here. And what I'm doing is I'm taking a chip brush that's really crappy, some silver paint that I got from Vallejo, and I'm basically doing a dry brush technique here where I'm taking the silver paint on my brush, rubbing it off on a paper towel, and then trying to get all the high spots on the gun. And you can just kind of go as heavy or as light with this as you like. And then keep on going until you like the look of it, and you're pretty much done. Thank you guys so much as always for watching, and thank you guys so much for 100 subscribers. I can't believe that we finally hit that. That's nuts to me. But again, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them down in the comments below, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!